Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Briar. Today I'm going to be playing. This is the first episode in what's probably going to be a long series of, um, as you've read the title. I'm going to be doing my own personal Fallout challenge with no mods. And I'm going to get into the rules for a bit. I'm going to get into the rules. And I do apologize if I stop talking every now and then. It's hard for me to focus and do multiple things at the same time. But I do want to say that none of this is staged. I really hope no one thinks this is staged. But anyways, so how does this challenge of mine work? Okay, so for the first 2 days, the 2 Minecraft days, I'm going to spend time gathering resources and then mostly gathering resources because I did do this run a few times and a few test worlds, and it's really easy to see how much stuff you don't have until you're underground. I don't remember exactly how many runs I've done of this challenge for myself, but most of it was to figure out all the rules. And one of those is after the first 2 days, I have to get underground. And when I'm underground, I'm going to pretend that this entire surface is just radiation filled. Now, there is a way I can come above ground and stay up here for a couple days, but I will explain that when I get underground. I want to focus on what the initial rules are. So, past the first 2 days, and once I get underground, past all of that, one of the things I need to do is mostly get a base going because the amount of times I died just by not having a base or because it was incredibly poor. Ooh, good. Oh, that's good. I can probably take the whole chest. I don't know why I'm doing things one at a time. This. Oops. I can't get the obsidian because, well, I don't have diamond. Well, but anyways, back to the rules. So the first of the rules are when I'm above ground, it's I can come above ground every 3 days, but it's going to be hard for me to figure out what day it is without a clock. So one of my first goals will actually be to make a clock first. Oops. Hey, you can mine this so easily. I don't think it'd be too hard to find gold, but one of the things I also want to get going underground is a farm, and that being for both crops and trees, because if I can barely spend a day above ground, getting trees will take a lot of time really fast. But again, like I said, there is a way for me to be above ground, and that involves armor. I want to wait until I start getting iron armor to explain that. But it's also so I can focus on some of these things now. Do I have any tree saplings? I don't think so. I did cut down a tree. I don't have saplings. Where's the tree that I cut down? Yeah, I'm taking those for decoration purposes. But I realized I didn't give my reasoning behind it. I am rambling a bit because I'm a bit nervous about this. Uh, I chose to start doing YouTube for fun. Being out of college and everything, I have more time and space. And this is mostly just ironically, I still find this relaxing. I think it's just because it's Minecraft. But back to the actual reason why I want to do a Fallout challenge specifically. I've, like so many people, I've never beaten Minecraft before. And I don't know, doing it the quote unquote regular way is a bit boring. That's not to say that, oh gosh. That's not to say that there's anything wrong with doing it the regular way. I just wanted to give myself a challenge, and pretending it's Fallout seemed like the best way for me for some reason. This up, hang down. I've seen a lot of videos of people beating Minecraft in very unique ways. And most of them are done with mods, but I use a laptop, and because I don't have like a whole setup, I don't want to accidentally like ruin I don't want to accidentally ruin my laptop. It happened before with a previous one, and I had to buy a whole new one. And while I did get the other one fixed, I can't play Minecraft anymore. It runs the fan way too hot. It's a lot. All right, so I have 2 iron. If I could get a third one, I could get a bucket going. Do I have stone? No cobblestone. Cobblestone. So for this first whole day, I'm going to just gather a ton of resources. Am I on an island? No, thank God. That would have been terrible. One of my previous runs, I ended up on an island, and while theoretically I could probably do the challenge like that, I'm not gonna kid myself. I did regenerate this world several times because some of them were just like too extreme. I wanted to start in a regular world, but if you also saw in the beginning, there was a bonus chest, and I want to quickly explain that just so in the event someone probably thinks, oh, I'm not taking the challenge seriously. In other random survival games that I've played, and these can be a variety of things, sometimes you get like a starting, not a starting pack, but sometimes you'll already have equipment on you. And that's kind of the approach that I was taking. I was just gonna have it be, uh, how is, but anyways, that's what the, whoa, that was a wolf. Oh, thank God it wasn't something else. But yeah, the starting chest is like your, when you when you spawn into a survival game for the first time, sometimes they will have, they'll let your character have things on you. Let's get some stone real quick. Just enough for a stone pickaxe. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Just so when I can do a furnace later, it's gonna take too long. I want to keep the dirt because it'll make farming easier. I do have the difficulty on. There's no monsters. Probably because it's not dark enough, which is fine. Good for me. Now I need to work on finding some place to live. And I'm not going to do it on this island. I could. Because I like the nether stuff. I might want to come back here later. But at the same time... Oh, sugarcane. Let's go. We books later. In other practice runs, I've been lucky enough to find a village to get resources, and that makes things easier. It's like finding a town. But I don't know if I want to spend my whole time looking for a village, because in another run that I did that I died on, I spent too much time looking for a village, and then I eventually died. I don't remember if it was from hunger or if it was from the monsters. I just know that I spent way too long, and by disqualification of my own rules, I had to reset. Cow. Go. Oh, but and speaking of rules, I need to further explain those if you haven't already read them in the description. So I'm going to recap because I said something earlier and I got sidetracked. So first is I need to find a cave. And in that cave, I'm going to be spending a lot of time there until I can move forward to some of my other stuff. Now, you might be asking, why not a ravine? I thought about this when I made the challenge, and I thought, could I consider a ravine underground? I think to some extent, yes, you could consider a ravine underground, but not for me. I thought I need to be fully encased, because if it's really going to be like Fallout and really going to be like the apocalypse, you got to be completely encased in the ground or in some sort of mountain. So for now, a ravine does not count as underground. If I go further into the ravine to the point where I'm really underground, I'm going to say yes, that counts. I just need to cover it up. But for now, the answer is no. Could I... This looks like a good starting point. I do have torches. This may be the fastest I found a place to live. I could do this because it already goes down. It's nearby to some water. I can make steps going up. This may be the fastest I find a place to live, because most of the time, I'm running around like a fool. Let's make a bed real quick. I don't want to deal with monsters just yet. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, there's pigs and there's horses. And there's no sheep. I am doomed. Oh, I don't want to have to deal with the monsters right now. Okay, where am I going to go? I could keep going. I could keep going. Oh, there's sheep over there. I can make it. I'm gonna pick up my crafting table. Come on. Let's eat something. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so I'm gonna get the sheep. Can I do it before the sun goes down and the monster starts spawning? Probably not. Okay, I think I might use that cave as my home because it's near a good number of water sources. It's near a cave that I could go diving in later. A lot of resources. That was one of the main problems whenever I did do these runs. Is that a lava pit? Anyways, do that later. Yep, definitely a lava pit. Please don't let anything kill me while I do this. Come on. Okay, thank God. The bed also has a mechanic that I made up for. Yes, I could have used the monsters for resources. I'm aware. I am not ready to deal with that yet because I am mostly playing on peaceful. And there's a lot of, yep, there's a lot of put. So, plus, I guess what I'm saying, I guess what I'm wondering is there a place closer that I could set up shop? No, not over there. If I were building on an island, probably, but this is an underground. I'm nearby a lot of animals, which is good. A lot of trees, which is even better. And I could use this for the next part, which I don't want to explain in this video because I'm still working out the rules to that, but the standard basic of the rules are pretty laid out. Whoa! Is that a spider or a creeper? I totally missed it. I thought that was like above me. From my headphones, that sounded like it was coming above me. I want to go down. Let me wait for this thing to die. Okay. What can I move real quick? I can put some stuff down later. Move this. Oh. That's gonna be annoying. I don't have a... How did I forget to make a stone pickaxe? Okay, let me do that real quick. I want to get the iron down there. That's gonna make things a lot easier. I want to, like, that's the very least I want to do before I go off. In terms of video length, I'm gonna try to keep things short because editing can be such a pain. Okay. I should have dirt ready to go. Anyway, editing can take a while, and like I said, I don't want to overwork my computer, and rendering takes an eternity. Kill this. Can I get the iron before more spawn? Let me find out. Ah, here it comes. There it is. I have enough for now. I think I have enough to make a bucket and... Let me just... Oh, I'm on fire. Dang. Oh my god. I'm not used to playing on computer. I usually play on my phone. So my reflexes and responses are abysmal. Okay. I have enough tree saplings to get started. But I need to get a bucket of water. That's what I should do because I'm going to need it for underground work. That require plenty of other things. But let's see. What do I have? Egg. That's just a pig. Did I see? Yeah, I said I was going to live here. I hope I have enough dirt to cover myself then. Please let this be enough dirt. I should have gotten coal. That was the other thing. I was thinking about it and I'm like, alright. Guess in the meantime I'm eating rotten flesh. Oh, right. Seeds. Let's see if I can get that real quick. My brain's kind of all over the place, so I apologize if I'm just like spontaneously going from one subject to the next. Why are there no seeds? Please, oh, thank God, at least something. Give me a third. I need 3 for bread. That's great. Alright. Do we have enough dirt to cover our little manhole? I'm going to make sure that I can see the hole when I come above it, because this is going to get lost on me really, really fast. But I have a design plan for that later. Okay, I can't work on to make it pretty now. I hope I have enough dirt. I want it as close to the surface as possible so I'll be able to hear monsters, because I don't have gold right now. And that's the only way I'll really know if a day has passed. I don't think I have it. I'm going to start digging. I'm going to start digging some dirt. All right then. Have enough. I hope that's enough light. I don't think that's enough light to stop something from spawning down here. Oh, nope, need this. Great. Oh my God. One last one. And there. I hope this is enough light. I generally don't think it is, and it's my own fault if it's not. I guess in the meantime I could just like, no, you don't want to do that. Oh, what's worse? What's worse is that I don't have anything to eat. I have rotten flesh. Hopefully that doesn't kill me, because if something spawns down here, I'm screwed. Oh my. Yeah, we're really screwed. But this is probably one of my better starts. Not a perfect start. By no means is this perfect. But it is a decent one. Guess I could make a campfire just like in case something goes wrong. And at least I'll be able to cook. I don't have any coal. Why do I have to keep forgetting that? Oh, this is gonna be painful. I don't have enough stone to make a furnace. I have iron, I can't cook. I feel like I should put one of those down there. I really feel like I should. Alright. Now, is it nighttime? That's the thing I should have checked on first, because I still had time. Yeah. Well, I still have time. I still have some time to do some stuff, which means I have time to get more stone. I'm gonna leave a thing of wood so I can remind myself where I am. Right now is the time to get more resources. That was what I was worried about. Yeah, because this would not have been a good place to build it. Where is some stone? Preferably in a place with light. Come on. Oh, that was good. Shouldn't be focusing on that. Oops. Where? I can probably go back to that area. There's like a place I can dig into, like here? Nope. Word. Guess I could just like dig in. Let me get as close to this mountain thingy. Hill. What in the world am I thinking? Hill is possible. Oh. Free eggs are great. I could technically go down there, but I choose life today. Oops. I need enough. I have enough dirt, technically. I can just dig out and then... Where? I don't want to go back over there. I almost died from a zombie really early. Just dig into the wall, I guess. That'll be simpler. I hope. Okay, there you go. Maybe I can get some coal while I'm here, hopefully. If not, I'm going to have to go cave diving 3 days from now. But a clock is still my main purpose because having to stand near the surface and listen. Oh, jeez. It's gonna get dark soon and I still have no coal. I'll figure something out. I can probably just dig down now that I have enough, like... Because having a furnace doesn't mean anything if you can't fuel it. Alright, let's get back. Where is it? Because I don't want to start over already on the first time. And I'm almost... Oh, where is... There it is. And I'm hungry, which is not good. I guess I should get one last pig before I go. That's good for me. Alright. Oof. I gotta put some stuff down. Nope. Not there. Alright. So, now the challenge has officially started. And I'm just gonna explain the rest of it as I do a little bit of renovating. So, when I go underground, I have to stay down here for 3 days. 3 whole Minecraft days. And that's precisely why I'm so close to the surface. It's so I can hear the monsters dying. That way I can, like, know for myself. However, if I'm ever, like, diving, like, cave diving for an extended period of time, I know 3 Minecraft days will have gone by just by the day cycle. So there's that. Oh, I hate life when I see this. It's like the universe is mocking me. Anyways, back to the rules. But one of those days, let's put a chest down. On one of those days, I can sleep. So technically, I can spend anything from 2 whole days down here in 1 night, and I won't always be sleeping on the 3rd day. I want to keep it relatively difficult. Thank God, not knowing things are gonna spawn and kill me. I do intend to make this look more presentable, hopefully. Here. Here. I don't think I have any rules in terms of biomes or food. I need to check my Google Doc for that. But in terms of going up, when I go up, I have until the end of the day to get back underground. So, in short, I spend my 3 days under here, then I go up for a day, get whatever resources that I need or want, and come back underground. Now I'm going to explain how I can extend these days with the use of armor. So I'm going to pretend that the armor is radiation suits. But I need a full set for it to work. So, like I said before, there are no mods, so there's never going to be a thing that kind of says this. I just have to remember it, and I'll be holding myself to that very strictly. But put the bed here or in here. Where do I have space is the better question. Let me dig out a hole first. So, let me go back to what I was saying about the armor. If I have a complete iron set, when I go above ground, I get not just 1, I'll have 2 days. And there's more that happens with enchantments. Specifically, I think I did it was protection. So, if I have full enchanted protection, like protection 2, then I get 3 days above ground. And then when it's protection 4, I'll 4 days above ground. And the same thing applies to diamond. I will put that somewhere else. I don't think I'll put in the description of this video because I'm not making diamond armor anytime soon. How am I already out of torches? Good. I am. The same thing with diamond armor, it'll allow me to stay up above ground. But this is going to be a long running series. I don't see this being something as short. I mostly just want to take my time, so you'll never see like a giant compilation hour-long video of me doing all of that. And that's just because it's not my style. I was a bigger fan of much slower paced YouTube videos. I grew up around that time. Please let that be coming from up there and not down here. Yep, up there. Every now and then I'm afraid that something's gonna glitch and just more things are gonna come flying out. But this is pretty illuminated. I could wish I had more dirt. That is fine. Oh, wow. Good to know I have water then. Oh, this is great. I can put the farm here. I can open that and just put the farm here. Things are really working out. I'm not usually this lucky. Like, I'm over here worried that I don't have enough iron or stone. I didn't. But this is great. Hopefully I'm not digging into like actual water over here. Like that's because I don't want to lay the groundwork if I was just gonna like have it be destroyed. But I guess so. The water came out here, which means I can put dirt. Which means I can let it water fall here, here. And then this bottom area do I have dirt? I do not. But then this bottom area can be the dirt. Oh, that's great. This video is running a lot longer than I meant to, but I think I've explained the gist of things. So for a quick summary recap, this is my Fallout challenge. And I intend to hopefully beat Minecraft, but it's not going to be quick. It's going to be very slow. There's going to be a lot of trial and error, a lot of failing, a lot of dying, by the way. This is not on hardcore. I forgot to state that. This is not a hardcore challenge. This is a standard run-of-the-mill. And what's going to be happening going forward is I'm just going to have a couple of challenge builds. Like this is my underground base, but I intend to build a surface base, which is going to be a lot more complicated to explain. But I have a lot of ideas for how I can make this more fun and just more unique. And I'm not trying to fully simulate Fallout itself, but what I am just trying to do is maintain spirit. So living underground, going up, doing a bunch of stuff. That's my goal for this challenge. But anyways, thank you all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next video.